Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. On the Tampa sideline, a look at the Buccaneers head coach. His guys just 2-4 in their last 6 games. On the other side for the Rams, it's Sean McVay. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans.
All right, we get ball at the half. Let's go, boys.
A welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Not something you want to see.
Great, that's one of my star cornerbacks.
To throw right away is Stafford.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
From the 33, here's second
What up, Keith?
And 9. First carry here for Kyron Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard.
Yeah, we'll get by it. He'll come back, man. He's just got some bruised ribs.
The play call now on 3rd down, so this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, Stafford, and that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game.
3 and out on the opening drive. That's what we wanted right there.
Especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And this winds up a very nice return. He's able to get up past the 40-yard line. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
Mike, this is a big boy game, and sometimes the unfortunate truth is your performance was the difference between a win and a loss. And I think if you asked him, he'd be the first one to say, listen, my performance last week was not good enough. I have to make better decisions. I have to be more careful with the ball and where I put it. So his ability to improve from last week's game, both in production and decision-making, is probably the #1 storyline to follow heading into today's game.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple of plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
return didn't even get started. Puka Nacua and this Rams offense come back onto the field. And he has been a big play guy all season. Currently ranked among the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. We'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
And the Rams
from the 34 now, it's first and 10
at the 34-yard line.
They'll go again here with Williams. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's second and a yard. It's another run here for Williams. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
3 yards.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Yaya Diaby getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
40-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And he'll move us ahead for about 4 yards. Zion McCollum there on the tackle.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 11.
Third and 11. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. They'll try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted.
It's not often that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception, but boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he's in.
Let's go. Touchdown, Bucks.
Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. This unit hasn't been at their best early on. Punt followed by an interception on their first 2 drives. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
Throw on the move is caught. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards.
Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Still first down.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding.
Still first down.
The motion man is Nakua. Again, and here comes Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
A loss of a yard.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
On first down, here's Irvin. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. On to the second, Buccaneers in possession of the football. They've got it second down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And this one complete on the sideline. Good footwork to stay in bounds, but he is just shy of the first down. And it brings up fourth down.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. He's caught. He got Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20.
17 yards.
That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. They'll come up here first and 10. They'll run for the carry of the game for Trey Benson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's a second and 6.
At the 16-yard line.
They'll run it. It's over. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
It's a Bucca, complete. And the Bucs are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
To be a prolific passing offense in this league, you have to be able to both throw the ball from the pocket and you have to be able to operate and convert on third downs. And they've really done both at a high level on this drive. And to no surprise, they find themselves first and goal.
So now then, first and goal from the 1. Benson, and they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. They get the former first-rounder out of Northwestern, Peter Skoronski. Now it is first and goal. Throwing is Nix. Now, screen set up for Irving. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal.
Bombers.
To throw is Nix. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Rams nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. There you see Sean McVay, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Rams. His team heading back onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with first and 10. The shotgun snap to Stafford. Quick slide into the hands of Smith. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
A gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Rams first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. On first down, Stafford. He'll go right back to Smith. They'll hook up again. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up second
From
and
the
7.
41. Here's second
41
down
line.
and 7. Working out of the gun, Stafford. The coverage right there, and it's knocked away. Incomplete. Jamel Dean that time. All over him in coverage.
Jamel Dean.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on fourth down.
Set. Lady. They're going to go. It's Stafford. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet. It's a short game, but it'll move the chains. A first down.
First down.
Certainly not the biggest game by any means, but he does a really nice job getting past the sticks, keeping his feet in bounds, and ultimately picks up the first down.
Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. First quarter spot, Jamel Dean ends that play.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's second and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. He's uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And 9 yards.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here's Ethan Evans now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent.
Defense came to play today.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
20-yard line.
The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. And they'd love to find different ways to get him to football. Look there. He comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. Nix, now to throw it here on first down. Headed left, buying time. And that is incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And it'll lead to a second down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. A pass pulled in by Irving. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Tristan Wirfs, former first-round pick, with the flag.
That dude gets at least 2 to 3 holding calls every game.
Second down. Nix. That's over the middle and caught by Ibuka. That's how to dig yourself out of the hole. A pickup of 18. Much more manageable. 3rd and 2. Coming.
But it's third down.
They'll try and run here with Benson. A gain there of 15. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
At the 44-yard line.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
get this to Tampa. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Bombers.
Throwing. Mix. Plus to his right. That's to the right side. And incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
Hold on a sec. Ready.
Back to throw is Mix. Left side, he's got Ibuka.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Captain.
Mix from the gun on third down. Looking for Ibuka. He's got it again. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Mix. That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
First down.
First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down. From the shotgun, here's Mix. That's caught by and the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal. Tackle made at about the 5-yard line. That is caught, and he's in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown Buccaneers. His 4th TD grab of the season. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Tyke Smith on the tackle.
One final throw before the break.
2nd and 4.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Now we'll get to see how some of the user teams did.
Starts now. In the Big Easy, the Saints at home to take on an NFC South foe, the Atlanta Falcons.
Let's see how Country did.
Veteran Kirk Cousins hooking up with his man for the touchdown here. One of 3 touchdown passes for him in the ball game. The Falcons run their mark to 8-3 as they come away with the victory. Next up, how about a trip to Vegas, everybody? Checking in on the Raiders as they host the Cleveland Browns. And this is the rookie, Quinshawn Judkins. He's looking for an opening, gonna find it, a 17-yard touchdown on the ground. The Browns up their mark to 7-4 with this win. Lastly, let's go out to the desert, Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals hosting the Jacksonville Jags. And it's Trevor Lawrence, 12 yards on the touchdown. The Jaguars get the victory, 27-21 the final. And a look now at the rest of the action around the league here in week number 12. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, we just got to hold it down for the second half.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This is fielded inside the 5.
He didn't even block that guy.
At the 21-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and they're
I see you comment. Holding the running back receiving yard.
All season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. Tackle made by Nate Ladman. From the 24 now, here is second down and 7. Right back to Irvin, and he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long. Third and 5.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Here's Nix to throw. That is into the hands of McMillan. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this.
Yeah, I bet. I've got him in my other... I had him in my other season. Dude's a beast, man.
Good for the Buccaneers, first down.
I'm trying to train up this Trey Benson right here, number 33. He's kind of young still with like Bucky. I'm trying to get them both, have a duo running back. I take a lot of losses with that Trey Benson, but he's had his moments too where he's come through good, man.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here comes third and 6.
Third down.
Almost set. Hey, bombers, bombers, bombers.
Throwing is Nix. That one's hauled in the side by McMillan.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high.
On fourth down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucs. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. His kick is good.
Holy shit, he just kicked a 60-yarder.
He's got the legs to knock it through.
And you talk about having confidence in your kicker, Mike. I mean, to send him out there to kick from midfield, and what does he do? He repays you with that confidence with a 60-yard field goal. I mean, that was something else.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out.
Holy crap, dude. I can't believe he made that kick. 60 yards. I'll have to go look after this game to see the record. I know that's got to probably be in contention for season record or something.
One of the go-to guys on your team. I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
This brought him out past the 20, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's Irvin. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One 1st down.
If they're going to give me the middle, I'm going to run it.
On 1st and 10. Straight ahead, they go attention. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the count.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he's going to be close to a 1st down. Looks like just enough to keep the chains moving.
1st down, Buccaneers.
To throw is Nix. Over the middle he locates McMillan. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A gain there of 21. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are wild. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there. And that mid-range pass results in the first set of downs.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. Now, screen set for Irvin. And the work is close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup, because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down, where it's a little bit more manageable.
Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback.
Dang, I think he died.
Nice job picking up that 1st down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this.
Got it. Ready?
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Track.
On the ground, Ben Benson begins the fourth quarter. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Check out.
Again, this is Irving. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
Omar Spates on the stop. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
And 3.
70, here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Throwing, Willis, and that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass both at their disposal. Nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete. Brings up fourth down. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Now return coming from the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Rams offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
That's good.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I'm just trying to hold my own here, man.
And it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. It's out wide to Williams. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
He's got around. That's Nakua. Complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard
To the air again. Stafford. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 18 yards on the pickup there. 1st down, LA.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Again, it's Stafford. Right back to Adams. He's got it again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Well, sent in motion here. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. He's got room to roam. And he's close to another 1st down as it's brought down just shy of the marker.
4 yards.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head. Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical. Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Encroachment, defense.
That was a lagging fuck-up problem.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down.
32.
Stafford to throw it. That one into the hands of Atwell. And they'll get into the end zone for the first time tonight. Choo-choo Atwell. Touchdown Rams. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
It's first down, and they'll run. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
At the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Irving. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a
So,
gain of a
2
yard.
minutes to play here in the second half.
Down.
Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's 3rd and 7.
Let's go. Dragon Cougar 19. Buffalo 18.
Willis now to throw. That's caught. It's Edmonds. And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down. He'll run with Irving. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one. He'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Get it.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Willis.
At the 20-yard line.
A short run there to Otten. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10.
Joe.
They'll throw. It's Nix. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jalen McMillan, what he was looking for there. And that will lead to a 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal. Back to throw is Nix. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
2nd down. Nix. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
I just made him my superstar, so I wanted to get him a touchdown.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Buccaneers will open it up even
Looks like we're going to be able to put one back in the win column, though.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell.
Complete to 2-2 Atwell. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
So a win here for the Buccaneers. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. A game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.